General Jeff Sessions is now addressing the issue of chain migration. Let's listen in, please.
More than were closed in the previous 22 years. By closing them, basically they have legalized the person who was coming to court because they were illegally in the country. But under President Trump, we've already taken steps to bring down that backlog. We're completing, not closing, immigration cases. Under the Trump administration, our immigration judges completed 20,000 more cases last fiscal year than the previous one. We've hired 50 immigration judges since January, and we plan to hire another 60 in the next 6 months. Last week, I issued a memo to our Executive Office for Immigration Review, which makes clear that cases are to be resolved, either with removal order or a grant of relief to the petitioner. Appeals that are frivolous ought to be resolved quickly, and fraud ought to be documented and prosecuted. And finally, we will implement objective performance measures to ensure our judges are working fairly and efficiently. The American people, as well as those who come here and disrespect our laws, can be certain about this: we are enforcing the laws again as they were written. Since President Trump took office, border crossings are now at their lowest level in 45 years. This is a big achievement. A lot of it just simply from the clarity of his leadership and expressions. But that number can be zero. We can bring it down further. We can end illegality in America. It is not impossible. It's also, we got to ask Congress for some help, too. I know we have a few things we'd like Congress to consider, and we'll be asking them to do so. And we can't wait longer. As yesterday's New York events showed, in the starkest terms, the failures of our immigration system are also a national security issue. Since 9/11, the Department of Justice has prosecuted more than 500 people for terrorism-related offenses. And preliminary figures suggest that nearly 75% of those defendants were foreign-born. The President is exactly right to call attention to these issues and to how they affect our security. In just the last 2 months, we've seen 2 terrorist attacks in New York City, carried out by men who were here as a result of failed immigration policies. The diversity lottery, which makes no sense and has never made no sense, and chain migration. How did it happen? An individual won the lottery in Bangladesh. He came here. He then, through the chain migration process, brought his sister, and she brought her son, 20 years old, and he's the one that attempted to blow up the subway in New York. So this is the system that's operating today. Between 2005 and 2016, we admitted 9.3 million people under this chain migration policy, and each of those people may be able to sponsor further relatives as well. It's not a sustainable, commonsensical policy. So the President has proposed ending chain migration, switching to a merit-based system like they have in Canada, which I've studied, in Australia. That means welcoming the best and brightest and turning away the terrorists, gang members, and criminals. We should give priority to those who are likely to thrive here, such as those who speak English already and are highly skilled, not someone chosen at random or who happens to be somebody's relative. In short, it means looking at factors that indicate the applicant's likelihood of assimilation and success in the United States. So let me be clear. Ending illegal immigration is not hopeless. It can be done. Having a national legal immigration system that serves the national interest is not hopeless. We can do this. The Department of Justice, Department of Homeland Security are partners in this effort. We are making progress, and we will continue to make more progress. For the first time, we have a president who is committed to this goal. and talks about it boldly. If we follow the policies laid out by President Trump, I believe we will finally have the immigration system that's lawful and that the American people have asked for, one that serves our national interest, one that the people of this country deserve.